Welcome, friends. It's time to get your cacao ready and settle in as we join for another episode of Megan Hopper Presents The Cacao Crowd, where we'll connect to heal, empower, and learn to love ourselves a little more each day. Hey, everybody. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, I want to give my thanks for all of you joining me every week. I appreciate each and every one of you immensely. So thank you for always tuning back in for me and for yourself. I appreciate it. Today's episode is going to be big. Today, I'm going to teach you the secret to change anything in your life you don't prefer. So if you've got a job you're not happy in, a relationship that you wish was better, or just someone you don't like but have to interact with, like a coworker, or you've got a financial situation that you're like, oh, I wish I made more money, whatever it is, we're going to shift it. Or at least I'm going to give you the tools to shift it. And past that, it's really your choice, always your choice. So we will get to that. But first, like we start every episode, we're going to start with our cacao. And today, I have a cacao that's really focusing on detoxing and liver health. So we've got our Keith's cacao, our Dandy blend, our turmeric, our vanilla, our filtered water, and we've gone over all of those in past episodes. So if you have any questions about what any of those do, check those out for all of that information, because I go into massive detail in previous episodes. The one new ingredient today is milk thistle. So milk thistle is apparently a tongue twister, but also used to treat liver and gallbladder disorders. It promotes breast health, milk production, prevents and treats cancer, and even protects the liver from snake bites, alcohol, or environmental poisons. So, you could technically put it into your beverages when you're out at night, if you know what I mean, and wake up without quite so many problems and probably not need to eat like 4 pizzas. So milk thistle. And certainly for holidays, when you're with your family and drinks start flowing, just, make sure you've got a little bottle of tincture nearby. It'll help you the next morning. So if that isn't big enough, there are more big things coming this episode, but that's pretty massive in terms of information that could change your life. Would have made many changes in my life in college. So tapping into our cacao, totally different line there. You guys can join me either leaving your eyes open or closing them. And first sniffing in, getting the scent of the cacao to fill you. And exhaling, letting go of anything that came before, any kind of baggage from the day, anything that's come up recently that you're ready to let go of, just release it. Calling in and thanking our guides and guardians, all of the plant, animal, and nature spirits, Mama Cacao herself, all of our ancestors and relatives, and our friends and family, seen and unseen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For guiding us, for co-creating with us, for loving us and supporting us. And giving it a stir in case you've got any goodies in it. Make sure you get all of those. And taking a sip. Feeling that warmth, that energy going over the back of your tongue, into your throat, and down to your heart, to your solar plexus, to your sacral, to your root, and connecting you down into the earth. Feeling that stability under your feet, under your seat, always existing there. Taking another sip. And this time, feeling that energy going upward from your throat, past your third eye or brow center, and out the crown or top of your head, connecting you to the sky. Feeling the open, expansive nature, and with it, all of the possibilities. And just allowing that balance between possibility and freedom and support and stability to exist and find your center. And with that gratitude, you guys can continue to sip on your cacao or throw it back if that's what you're feeling today. And the studio will continue to sip on it as we go, keeping that energy high the whole episode, because who doesn't love that? And move on to our fun fact. So our fun fact today, if you guys have ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, I'm going to make a scene of that make so much more sense. Napoleon Bonaparte, the tiny little ruler, always had his hand kind of tucked in. If you don't know who Napoleon is, please go consult a history book. He was once attacked by thousands of rabbits. So after a victory, a hunting party was organized and thousands of rabbits were brought into the area for release to hunt them. Kind of, a little baited, but okay. But these rabbits didn't buy it. Instead of running off when they got released from their cages, they started to chase, and they turned towards the hunters, Napoleon among them, scaring the heck out of them to the point that Napoleon actually ran and fled to his carriage so that he could get away. So now when Monty Python and the Holy Grail, when they say killer rabbits, it all makes more sense. So that's your fun fact for today. And with that, we get into the meat of the episode, the topic du jour, the whole kind of point of life changing that I'm talking about. And it is so simple, it can be boiled down into one word, and it is gratitude. So changing your life, absolute seriousness, all starts with gratitude. Basically, take whatever it is that you're not excited about. So do you wake up dreading going to work? Do you look in the mirror and you're just really unhappy with your weight, your size, something physical? Do you wish that you made more money? Is there a relationship in your life you'd like to be better? Either parents, lovers, friends, coworkers, whatever it is. Awesome. Identifying it is your first step. So if you have identified something that is not your preference, then you've taken your first step. You've found your contrast, and that's amazing. So pat yourself on the back for that one and celebrate it, because most people can't even get out of their way enough to do that. So yay! And it gives us something to play with, something to start with. So let's kind of dig into, we'll pick one of those topics. And since I know that, holidays again are a time where people maybe have to loosen their belt a little because they eat too much, they drink too much, then they get upset about how much they ate or drank. Okay, so let's talk about our bodies. This happy, wonderful vessel that carries our being through this experience so that we can do things, we can go places, we can see things, we can interact with people. If we didn't have our body, we wouldn't exist. Not in this way where I can pick up a phone, that kind of stuff, where we can enjoy cacao. So think about your body just for a second. Just bear with me. Feel into your body. Feel that expansive nature, that, what we do when we drink cacao and we see that light going all the way out to our fingertips, to the top of our head, down to our toes, feeling ourselves come to life, feeling ourselves light up, and really honoring our body. So if you're looking in the mirror and going, ugh, I hate that my pants say this number in them. Okay, first of all, it's a number. You'll be fine. But focus instead on all of the things that your body is capable of. Can you walk? That's amazing. Snakes can't walk. Snakes only slither. They wouldn't be able to have this experience. You can climb stairs. You can see outside. You can go for a hike. You can climb a tree. If your legs are working, these are all things that you can do. Can you taste the amazing foods that you are eating? Because your tongue is capable of that. That's such an amazing thing for your body to be able to do, that you can sit in that for a moment and have that minute of gratitude that, oh my goodness, okay, no, this body is capable of fantastic things. And even if there's a piece of clothing that's like your favorite thing, like I have a green hoodie, that's my favorite hoodie. And I sit and I think, okay, I love this hoodie. If I was not built the way I am, I couldn't wear this hoodie and not have it fit the same way where it feels like a happy, warm hug. So just something as simple as enjoying the way a piece of clothing fits, or enjoying the sensation of putting your foot on the ground, being grateful for the fact that you can walk up a set of stairs, that you can reach out and pull something off a shelf, that you can unscrew a jar, all of these things, that you can pet an animal and feel the softness under your fingers, and bringing that gratitude back into the body that you have, regardless of its outward appearance, of how someone else may perceive you, of the number in your pants, just the magical things that your body is capable of. Once you're able to dig into that, to really feel the gratitude towards that, things begin to change. So think of it like there's a branch with thorns on it, and you grip that branch really hard because you can't stop thinking about it. You can't stop being upset about it. And every time that you think about it in that same pattern, you're just tightening your grip harder and harder and harder. And if it has thorns on it, they're sticking out, they're going to stick into your hand. So if you try to pull your hand away, you've got all of these thorns that are stuck in it, all of those thoughts that you just keep thinking about the same thing, those negative patterns that are being reinforced, the thorns going into your hand. So you can't pull. And I realized what that looked like. So you're welcome. You also get a little joke. So you can't pull them away. But if you loosen your grip, those thorns come out. Now you can move your hand. Now your hand is open to receive something better. Maybe somebody puts a flower in it. Maybe somebody puts cacao in it. Maybe somebody puts their hand in it so you know that you're not alone in this journey. Whatever it is, it's definitely going to change everything. It has the capacity to open up your life to opportunities that you didn't even know existed. And kind of like I tell a lot of my clients if we're working together, if you go into a Baskin-Robbins and you tell them, I want vanilla ice cream. That's it. I want vanilla ice cream. I know there are vanilla and chocolate, and I want vanilla. You're not even open to trying any of the other samples. You never know that mint chocolate chip exists, and maybe that's like the most amazing flavor that you've ever had in the world and your absolute favorite. But if you limited yourself to the ones that you knew, you'd never be able to discover the other ones. You'd never be able to discover that this magical flavor called mint chocolate chip was out there. So, loosen your grip. Don't necessarily keep thinking in these reinforced negative patterns of self-thought when you can rewrite the narrative. So, like the example of your body, you don't have to keep concentrating on, well, I wish this was a different number inside of my pants. You can think instead, every time that you think of your body, every time you look in the mirror, of the amazing capabilities that this body has, that every single thing that even just an individual finger can do. I mean, one finger, depending on which one, can say a lot. So really embracing that, really getting that gratitude flowing is going to open up the universe to bring you so much more than you could ever imagine, and really create a different narrative to the things that are less preferable in your life. You know, even with work, if you're not happy with your work situation, are you able to pay your bills because that job is providing a paycheck? Do you have any friends that you work with that you love seeing every day? Is there some kind of benefit that comes from working where you are that is super fun and you wouldn't be able to do if you didn't work there? Do you see room for progress? Are you learning things there that you can take somewhere else? You know, it's really just digging in and asking these questions, these very simple questions at a much more base level to move your thought process. So that's how you completely change your life. By just letting that gratitude in, letting it flow through, and loosening your grip off of those thorns. You don't need to have them stuck in your hand. You don't need to be in pain and bleeding all the time. You can loosen your grip and just let it go. See what else shows up. So that is my whole episode for you today. If you enjoy the show, the podcast, however you're getting it, please share, comment, subscribe. The comments that you guys leave are so powerful and so appreciated, and definitely help to guide me in what to bring you next. So check out the links in the show notes. Check out my website, different events going up every day. So yeah, love to connect with you guys, either in real life or on social. Thank you so much.